What is up, everyone? This is Caleb Matthews. I am an extreme Titans fan, and I'm here to recap the Titans-Ravens game. It's a little late. The game was yesterday, but I gotta say, what a game we had yesterday. Titans underdogs coming into this game. Of course, they just ended a dynasty last week. And then they come into Baltimore, one of the best teams in pro football history, I think, other than like the '07 Ravens. I mean, this is the most dominant rushing team to ever play football. I mean, yeah, you go against like the best rusher in the league in Derrick Henry, and then you can't stop him. Like Earl Thomas talking so much smack, like, dude, don't do that, because like I think in Derrick Henry's press conference he said, guys just do that just to get other people fired up for the game, and certainly that did not work. And I hope Holmes does the same thing, as the Chiefs just won a few minutes ago against the Texans 51-31. And last night's game, the Titans won against the Ravens 28-12. We were up like 7-0 in the first quarter. I was like, oh, what a catch by Jonnu Smith. And I was like, yeah, we have a chance in this one. I'm like, no, we don't. The Ravens are going to come back and like literally destroy us. And in a blink of an eye, we were up like 28-6. I was like, what the heck? Dude. And then, of course, the Ravens scored like the late touchdown that didn't really mean anything. But what a game. Like, Jarrell Casey went up the middle and he stuffed Lamar Jackson almost all day. Of course, Lamar Jackson had about 500 total yards, but that's understandable. He's Lamar Jackson. What else can he not do? We'll go over a few stats here. And Ryan Tannehill, the last 2 weeks against the Patriots, that's understandable. These two teams, the Ravens and the Patriots, are like some of the top pass defenses in the NFL, but still at least get 150. But even though he's gotten that much, we've still found a way to win, which is unbelievable. Like, in the modern NFL, like, it's 2020, guys. It's 2020, and we're running the football all over defenses, and they can't stop it, which is unbelievable. I never expected something like this to happen. But Ryan Tannehill, he had a pretty solid day. He had 3 total touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 2 through the air, 1 a big pass. Well, both of them are actually really good passes. Like, to Jonnu Smith, that was a great pass. Jonnu Smith had the awareness to reach out and grab it with one hand. And incredible performance by Ryan Tannehill, even though he was like about 50%. And Derrick Henry, he is the king of Nashville. Not even the king. He's the king of pro football. That's what he is now. The first player all time with over 180 yards in 3 consecutive games. And then he throws a touchdown pass. First since 1987? What a game for Henry today. He had over 200 yards total. He had that big run at the end, closer to I think it was midway through the second quarter, or is it in the third quarter? Well, either way, he had like a 66-yard run against Marcus Peters, who caught up to him somehow. But Derrick Henry was off to the races, and I thought he was going to go all the way. But thankfully he didn't, because then he wouldn't have the touchdown he had. Like, look at that. Right here. Derrick Henry, 1 for 1, 3 yards, and a touchdown pass to, I think it was Corey Davis. Yes, Corey Davis right there. Derrick Henry, 30 carries, 195 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Didn't even have a rushing touchdown in this game. What a play by Derrick Henry, and I gotta say that was amazing what I saw out there by Derrick Henry. And I definitely want to see that again against the Chiefs in the championship game. Ryan Tannehill once again showing that he is doing really good, and I feel like we should have had Mariota in there to do more running for us. And Mariota is basically like a Lamar Jackson, but he just can't. He's not as good throwing the ball as Ryan Tannehill can, I guess. Khalif Raymond had that one catch for 45 yards for a touchdown, and that was clutch. Michael Pruitt and Jonnu Smith had those two catches, one for a touchdown in the corner of the end zone, the one-handed catch. A.J. Brown wasn't really involved in this game, and he did a good job. He had about 18 total yards, 2 touches. Good game by him, I guess. I mean, these are 2 lockdown secondaries anyway, so that's understandable. And then Derrick Henry, of course, going over 200 yards for the day. Then Corey Davis had that one catch on his birthday. Happy birthday, Corey Davis. I actually have a Corey Davis jersey right here, but I'm not showing it to you because it's my Corey Davis jersey. I don't want anyone to take it from me. Anyway. Well, defensively, Logan Ryan was all over the place. And I think he had a few chances to pick it off. I mean, of course, he was covering Mark Andrews on the Kevin Byard interception, but I feel like he had a few chances, especially when they, went up to, or was it Adoree Jackson? I think it was Adoree Jackson who was covering Marquise Brown on the goal when the Ravens tried to drive down the field at the end of the second quarter. Yeah, good play by him though. He had pretty good game. Logan Ryan in our number 1/2 corner. Kevin Byard. This is one of my favorite players in the NFL. Obviously, he's on my favorite team. What a play by him. I mean, at the end, you can tell Lamar was mad after that. Dude, he swung him down. And, of course, there was a personal foul penalty for, I think it was a horse collar or something like that. I don't know for sure. Rashaan Evans continues to impress everyone. 6 solo tackles, no assist. He didn't need any help. Or he didn't help anyone with anything, but he certainly knew how to tackle by himself. David Long went in as a rookie, and he got injured. He got injured in the game, but he still had a good performance up until the injury. Wesley Woodyard was way faster than I thought he would ever be. Tremaine Brock, ever since he's come in, he's been a huge help to this Titans offense. Kenny Vaccaro, once again, jumping the routes. Jarrell Casey, this is the player of the defense. Defensive MVP of this game right here. Jarrell Casey had those 2 sacks. He was chasing down Lamar all day, and he had that forced fumble. He was doing amazing, sensational performance by Jarrell Casey. Harold Landry won the sack. He did pretty good keeping up with Lamar. He almost had a sack at the end when they had tried to score a touchdown at the end of the second quarter. Adoree Jackson did okay covering Marquise Brown, but Marquise Brown, of course, had that one at the end of the second quarter. And pretty good defensive performance all around. I feel like whenever we have Jeffrey Simmons, we always do better. Is it just me, or doesn't everyone think that? Anyway. Brett Kern, of course, the GOAT. Amazing player. Now we go to Baltimore side. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, I'm pretty sure that's the highest amount of passes he's ever thrown in his life. And 365 yards, that's not Lamar Jackson. You never see him throw the ball like that. I mean, 2 interceptions, but this is like the Jackson we saw in the wild card round. Well, he didn't throw as much, obviously. He ran a lot. The Ravens ran 90 offensive plays in this game. So you expected them to do something with the ball. They kept them giving it away, going for it on 4th down and 1, and they just couldn't convert. And as a result, they lost the game. If they could have gone for if they could have taken their threes a few times, maybe they would have had a chance in this game. I genuinely thought that the Ravens were going to come back in this game in this second half and actually try to take over, but no, it was 28-6 going into the 4th quarter. We're seeing, of course, Lamar Jackson. Mark Ingram, if he was 100%, I'm pretty sure this game would be much closer. Same with Mark Andrews. He wasn't 100% either. Marquise Brown, pretty good game. He had a few drops. A lot of drops by a lot of these receivers. Seth Roberts, of course, had 2 big catches. He got injured after the second one. And pretty much Earl Thomas, once again, the guy, he did okay. On that sack, I was kind of scared for a second. I thought he was going to come back and literally go after Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill the rest of the game. But after that sack, I never really saw him as like a big impact, except like when Derrick Henry almost went for a touchdown, he barely got him back. This Ravens defense is still amazing. They're definitely gonna come back next year, and they're still gonna do good next year. I really think that's gonna happen. Justin Tucker, once again, best kicker in the league in terms of accuracy. He's gonna do good. And then Sam Cock, I think they showed a stat in the game that was only like they only punted the ball 4 times during the year, and to me that is unbelievable. Have you ever heard of a team that's only punted like 4 times in 17 games, 60-minute quarters, 60-minute games? That's unbelievable to me. I don't know about you guys. But overall, great game going into the AFC Championship game for the first time since 2002. And I hope we win this one. We have the Chiefs, who we came back against in the 2017 wildcard round. We have the Chiefs, who we beat earlier this year. And hopefully we'll be getting back Adam Humphries and Jayon Brown in the next game. We will definitely need Jayon Brown to cover in man-to-man versus like Travis Kelce or Blake Bell or whoever else is out there tomorrow or next week. Definitely going to be a fun one. I mean, on both sides. The Seahawks game just started, and it looks like they're down right now. Or no, they're tied, but the game just started. Yeah, I'm looking at Seattle and the Titans in the Super Bowl, but I'm that's not really out of bias either, because like it's definitely going to be a close game between the Titans and the Chiefs. I just feel like the Titans, they're going to milk more clock. They're definitely going to run behind Derrick Henry the whole game. There's going to be a few passes here and there, and Mahomes will throw a few passes downfield and complete them. I know it's going to happen, but in the end, my score prediction, after I said to myself, like, if the Titans win this game, I'm going with them for the rest of the Super Bowl run. They'd be the seventh wild card team to win the Super Bowl. I feel like it's going to happen. Titans versus Seahawks or 49ers in the Super Bowl. I'm not going for the Packers. The Packers had an easy schedule this year. They lost against the Eagles. They lost against... I didn't really pay attention to their schedule. I just saw that Thursday night game on Lambeau Field, like when the Packers were 3-0, and the Eagles off to the rough start, and then they lost that game against the Eagles somehow. I actually thought they were going to win that game, but no, like Jamal, yeah, a bunch of things, a bunch of factors went into that game, and this game, I genuinely think that the Seahawks will win that game. Now, yeah, that's definitely all I have for this recap. Titans 28, Ravens 12. I will try to come back next week and recap the Titans versus Chiefs game. It's definitely going to be a dandy, and I hope I see you all there. Or, wait, what? Okay. I hope that the Titans pull off the win. I feel like we have a chance. With that said, I'll see you all another time.